the NBA's been getting heated.
Bum.
Russ is in Baisley's face.
Put somebody else on. He's trash.
CP can't guard nobody, man. Everybody in the NBA know that.
I don't care who you are, king, queen, princess, but you know what? We're gonna fight.
Well, I'm the king, my wife is the queen, and my daughter is the princess, so we got all three covered.
These are the NBA players who hate each other. And two players have beef over one of the most famous girls on the planet. Ben Simmons used to be a different man. I mean, he actually played basketball and was actually good. So he wasn't only rewarded with millions of dollars and millions of followers. He attracted a baddie, Kendall Jenner. These two started going everywhere together. So of course their relationship went viral. And at first, everything seemed all good. But one night changed everything. See, Ben hit up one of his NBA friends, Devin Booker, and they decided to go on a double date to one of the most popular restaurants in Hollywood. But this was the night Ben realized he just introduced his girl to his friend, and she got stolen because Book knows a thing or two about good D. And not even a week later, Kendall told the world she dropped Ben faster than he could hit a jumper.
What's happening with you and Devin Booker?
He's my boyfriend.
Now these two started being seen on date nights and at sporting events. Kendall even started showing up to Book's games.
I watch every game. All my friends and family know that I sit with my phone wherever I am.
So with him knowing that Kendall would be watching when the Suns and 76ers faced off for the first time since the double date, Book showed both Ben and Kendall who daddy was. He dropped 36 points on dude's head after stealing his girl. The situation had everybody on Twitter talking about it. So it's safe to say, since everybody was clowning Ben, he ain't ever hopping on a Kardashian or social media again. But Book and Ben's beef only involved the court and the bedroom. Two other players' beef ended up in the studio. Sometimes having the best season of your career isn't a good thing. Just ask Marvin Bagley. Because he played so well during his rookie year, many predicted he was set to become one of the league's biggest stars. But even though he was getting hella attention, none of it got to his head. Until he landed an opportunity to have the interview of a lifetime in front of millions on ESPN's First Take. It was here Marvin ignited a beef with one of the NBA's best players. Because once he started being asked about his rap career, he took things to the extreme.
But who is the best MC in the NBA?
Man, me.
So if Damian Lillard would accept that battle, would you do it here on First Take?
Man, whatever, man. I'm with whatever.
Dude really said all of that. He had to be off the Henny. How you gonna be on live TV treating Damian Lillard, Dame Dollar, like he's only worth a penny? Just take a look at Dame on YouTube. You can see he's literally got songs with millions of views. So ain't no way he was about to let a youngin' come for his neck with that type of disrespect. And right after Dame heard the news, he responded to Marvin saying, shoot, it only took Marvin a few hours. He dropped a song called No Debate, with him and Dame in the cover art. But see, the lyrics of the song had nothing to even do with the beef, so it seemed like Marvin already had the song done before his interview and only claimed to be the NBA's best rapper along with calling out Dame as a publicity stunt to promote his music. But Dame wasn't having it, and within just a few hours, he let Marvin know he might be a king of sack, but his raps are whack, and dropped a diss track.
This boy didn't call my name. Amateur bars, man. Look, I'm really solid like I say, so why you come for me? I got respect in both careers, moving comfortably. You ain't established in the league for one. You a clown, so go and enjoy the circus. Knee deep in the game and you barely scratching the surface.
Now at this point, I thought Marvin was done. Dame shit on both of his careers in one. Even the album art was clowning Marvin. So not only did everybody on Twitter have something to say about this, Miles Bridges, an NBA rapper himself, was telling Dame to chill. And Joe Budden claimed that this beef was over. But come on now, nobody cares what this dude says, especially not Marvin. So even though he knew that no matter what anybody said, he was still a king, he hopped on the mic one more time and dropped some heat.
I'm finna turn this Dame Dollar to chump change. I'm that man or that man or that mean. Whatever you want, nigga, I'm that clean.
Whoa. What the hell does that even mean? How are you gonna come at the Dame Dollar and say something stupid like that? Marvin must have been starving for attention. Dude does play for the Kings, so there ain't much excitement in basketball. It explains why he took this situation to the extreme. But see, it didn't matter what he did, because Dame's known to take shots and not pump fake. That's why he went back to back and turned himself into Drake.
I hope the king learned his lesson. It's a bad investment. I never crack in the moment. You made a bad assessment. Little boys get excited and make a tragic exit. I had respect for the movement, but you were sadly desperate. In my lane in both games, and you in no position. If I'm your coach, I won't depend on you for no decisions.
Oh my god, Dame really did Marvin like the Thunder. Waved bye-bye, tweeted out I'm done after finish my album, then dropped the mic. But speaking of NBA rappers, two players started beefing over NBA Youngboy? Once the Magic selected Paolo Banchero with the #1 pick, his hype went to an all-time high, and everybody wanted to see him play. So he was instantly invited to one of the biggest summer league games with other NBA players. At first, Paolo thought it would be a great opportunity, especially because he had the chance to share the court with a player who not only became an NBA All-Star, but grew up playing basketball with Paolo, DeJounte Murray. So the game should have been a lighthearted matchup. But after certain words were exchanged, things turned personal. During their matchup, both Paolo and DeJounte took over. At first, DeJounte got a steal and started talking all tough. Then right after, Paolo got an and one, which really fired things up. So on the very next play, DeJounte took things to a whole new level. Damn, with Paolo on him, not only did he fake him out, he turned a scrim into a dunk contest. DeJounte even called dude a lil ass boy and threw the ball at him like he was nothing. So after that, they kept going at it. Now with all that going down, of course the beef didn't stay in the gym. First, the heated matchup ended up all over ESPN, but eventually, things got even crazier on the gram. Paolo called DeJounte out for unfollowing him and clowned him for not guarding up and needing to send double teams. Then, DeJounte replied, talking about how Paolo tried flexing his #1 pick status on him, and that he's rocked with Paolo ever since they were kids growing up in Seattle. He even made one more disrespectful post, and in the caption, he admitted it was disrespectful. But Paolo put an end to the online beef, claiming DeJounte was just acting for the narrative. So when the boys matched up for the first time on an NBA court, fans anticipated who'd pull the trigger first. But both guys let their game do the talking. DeJounte dropped 20, Paolo dropped 20, and it turned out, after the game, Paolo let us know the real reason DeJounte even started talking trash. At that pickup game, Paolo told him, "Youngboy is better than Young Thug?" And apparently he just snapped. Like what? Dude really got upset over that. But at least their hate towards each other's only been going on for a few months. How about the NBA players who've had beef for a decade? Right before these two stars joined the NBA, Joel Embiid had to show the world who the better pick was.
Spread the floor, Selden. Oh my goodness!
Joel Embiid turned Marcus Smart into Marcus Dumb. Embiid made sure Smart could never forget this play by turning this moment into his first ever Instagram post. But just the dunk wasn't enough. Embiid even threw shade at him with the caption, saying, "Not very smart," to jump on that one. So obviously trolling someone's name wasn't gonna go well. And that started a beef that followed them into the NBA. As soon as they came face to face in a heated playoff matchup, Embiid tried making Smart not able to have kids? And now you can see why Embiid's a center. Man loves touching tips. But I mean, that's gotta be a foul, right? Smart couldn't even stand up. Well, Smart was never gonna forget this. But at this point, things were getting personal. And the next time they saw each other, the hate went to another level.
Very good point. And Marcus Smart and Embiid's going right back at him. The Sixers wisely keeping Embiid away.
As soon as he sent a cheap shot Smart's way, he got thrown to the ground like he was nothing. But it not only cost Smart the game, it even cost him 50 bands. And he got thrown out of the arena. So cause that shove cost Smart a check, he sent a message at Embiid's neck that he wasn't playing around. But it was clear neither of them were over this beef, cause opening night turned into another fight.
Flip doesn't go. And a foul call. Smart and Embiid get into it a bit. Embiid slips down. Brown steps in.
Oh my god, Embiid damn near tried to rip dude's arm off. This is the NBA, not the UFC. Can't just be doing all that. But even though the game continued after things calmed down, during post-game interviews, Smart let us know that this beef will never end.
I stopped play, my arm's still stuck in there and he tries to break it. And then I'm the only one that gets attacked, so, I could have cracked his head open, but I didn't.
Damn, Smart would really crack dude's head just for trying to snap his arm? Embiid's gotta be careful, cause some beefs turn into life-threatening injuries, career-ruining scandals, and even balls to the face?
These two guys got smoked.
Who?
Giannis and James Harden.
What?
One MVP race wasn't just players trying to be great, it was fueled by hate. Even though Harden was averaging legendary numbers, the player he was competing with, Giannis, tried to guarantee himself the award, cause in front of millions, he made it seem like Harden was ass.
I'm between Kemba and Trae Young.
Wait, you don't want the dribbler?
I want somebody that's gonna pass the ball. That's what I want.
Hold up, someone who would pass the ball? Wasn't he averaging more assists per game than who Giannis picked? Even Harden was confused.
Giannis Antetokounmpo makes a joke on the air about, I want to take someone who can pass. I'm taking Kemba Walker instead of James Harden.
I average more assists than him, I think. So I don't see what the joke is. I just know none of them can mess with me.
So yeah, just cause Giannis was capping, I already knew there'd be some action. And with them being on separate teams in the All-Star game, the situation got even more heated. Cause Giannis caught Harden with an elbow to the jaw. Then after, Giannis clowned Harden even more.
First, we were just trying to, find whoever James Harden was guarding. That's who we thought we were gonna have the opportunity to score on.
Damn, Giannis, how you gonna clown Harden's D like that? Oh wait, so did we. Wait, wrong D. Things between these two were escalating, and fans expected the beef to continue. So as the season went on, both players kept going off, and Harden decided to throw shade one more time.
But I wish I could just run and with 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like that takes no skill at all.
But even though Harden said all of that, Giannis took his game to a whole new level. And not only did Giannis end up winning the MVP race, he ended things with balls to the face.
Back down low and he hit Harden in the head.
But alright, at least that beef only cost Harden some mouth. Another beef turned into a $140 million scandal. See, fame is not the only thing that got to Jordan Poole's head, cause during a Warriors practice, once he started talking crazy towards one of his teammates, a well-known NBA thug, Draymond Green, Draymond wasn't about to let some kid son him, so he walked over to Poole, got in his grill, and put that little baby to sleep. But that few seconds became the biggest controversy in sports.
This is the biggest crisis that we've ever had.
It turned out, Poole didn't just call Draymond Captain Graybeard or say he looked like the donkey from Shrek. Poole called him a walking triple single. Yeah, honestly, it was only a matter of time before these two would have beef, because of what Draymond's first impression was of Poole.
Jordan came into camp talking shit to everybody, and I remember one day, him and Glenn Robinson III, they got into it. All these guys are coming to me like, tell him to shut up. His young ass always got something to say.
So cause Poole's been known to beef with teammates, fans had Draymond's back and literally turned Poole into a meme by customizing his 2K character with a black eye. Things were getting out of hand, but with the Warriors wanting to hurry up and move on so they could focus on another championship run, they tried sweeping this situation under the rug by handling the punishments without the league getting involved. And the Warriors owner told the world.
He was fined to the maximum, and he took some time away from the team, and he's obviously got some repair work to do. We all know that. He knows that.
Now, many people began speculating that Draymond's punishment should have been much higher than any fine, or that the league should have done some investigating around the situation on a criminal level. But out of nowhere, Draymond apologized, and news broke that the Warriors gave Poole a bigger bag than most NBA All-Stars, a 4-year, $140 million contract. So the situation's been quiet ever since. But there is one Warrior whose hate for another player fueled him to win a championship. During a regular season matchup between two of the NBA's top teams, the Warriors and Grizzlies both had stars sitting out, and this still became one of the most entertaining beginnings to a rivalry ever. During the game, Klay Thompson sat on the bench and was forced to watch the Grizzlies go crazy, from and ones to a dunk of the year. The Grizzlies were hooping, and literally dubbed the Dubs by over a dub. But after the game, one Grizzly made the biggest mistake of his life. Jaren Jackson Jr. whipped out his Twitter fingers and made a mockery of the Warriors slogan. He claimed that the Grizzlies were the ones with strength in numbers, but he should have thought twice before mocking a dynasty, because little did he know they were about to come face to face in the NBA playoffs. And cause things weren't just one game, there were no excuses. But that's when the Warriors taught the Grizzlies to watch what they say. Because not only did they beat them 4-2 and eventually move on to win an NBA championship, it turned out that the Warriors' entire motivation came from the regular season matchup with the Grizzlies, and especially Jaren Jackson's tweet. But that wasn't the only secret that got revealed after the championship celebration, when Klay got disrespectful.
There was this one player on the Grizzlies who tweeted strength in numbers after they beat us in the regular season, and it pissed me off so much. I can't wait to retweet that thing. Freaking bum. I had to watch that. I'm just like, this freaking clown.
Klay went in. He's just lucky talking crazy like that didn't end an NBA career like LeBron James beef. The crazy thing is, the player who started hating on LeBron wasn't even on the court tonight. He just watched LeBron and the Cavs smack the Knicks by over 30 points, troll them on the sidelines, and become the headline of every sports show. So, itching for attention, Enes Kanter came out of the shadows calling him out. He said, with LeBron, it was weird. I remember watching the Cavs blowing out the Knicks at Madison Square Garden, and they started playing the bottle flip game. I was like, this is disrespectful, man. This is messed up. To be honest, it seemed kinda weird that a dude not on the Knicks was defending the Knicks. But ironically, during the very next free agency, Kanter signed with their team. Everybody wondered if LeBron had heard Kanter's criticism. But whether he did or not, he randomly started publicly criticizing the Knicks.
The Knicks passed on a really good one, and Dallas got the diamond in the rough.
This didn't seem like much, but randomly saying what the Knicks woulda, coulda, shoulda done didn't sit well with Kanter's ego. So we got involved and quoted the tweet saying, nah, we love what we got. Everybody was waiting on LeBron's response, but once again, he took the high road. Till his very next matchup with the Knicks, he caught an alley-oop and trolled the team again until all hell broke loose.
And the crowd loves him. Now Kanter getting in his face. So pushing and shoving, Kanter sticking up for his 19-year-old rookie.
Kanter was pissed that LeBron was not only acting like he was a king, but also trying to punk the younger and smaller Frank Ntilikina, the player LeBron randomly said the Knicks shouldn't have drafted. So during post-game interviews, Kanter got disrespectful.
And you ain't coming to my house playing that water bottle flip game again. I don't care who you are, king, queen, princess, whatever you are. You know what? We're gonna fight, and nobody out there gonna punk us.
Now, I respect Kanter for trying to make it seem like he's tough, but ain't no way he was about to fight anybody, man. And LeBron knew it, so he trolled Kanter right back.
You can call yourself king, queen, princess, you're not gonna punk us.
Well, I'm the king, my wife is the queen, and my daughter is the princess, so we got all three covered.
Now, after LeBron let Kanter know everybody's role in the kingdom, nobody's fingers itch for an Instagram post more than him. So LeBron rubbed in the situation even more, telling the world that he's the king of New York and that Madison Square Garden's his favorite playground, basically saying the Knicks are his kids. And you'd think the trolling would stop there, but LeBron's not just a basketball king, he's also the petty king. So the next time he matched up against Kanter and the Knicks, he debuted some new drip. Exclusive I'm King shoes. And these were a direct message at Enes Kanter. But not only did these kicks make every headline, they even had LeBron's biggest fan, Shannon Sharpe, calling out Enes Kanter on live TV.
He was trolling Enes Kanter because Enes Kanter pretended like he wanted to be tough. So LeBron James said, I just want you to know, Kanter, who I am, what I am. He had black shoes on and big old white leather.
Big white leather.
Big old white leather.
Now, they had a point. I mean, LeBron's a king and Kanter's ass. But to be honest, it seemed like Kanter just loved the attention. Because when he showed up to his own interview to talk about his beef with LeBron and the shoes, at first, he made a joke out of the situation.
This is the shoe I hated. I hope he burns these shoes.
But all the talk about shoes had Kanter secretly planning something for the next time they saw each other. And right when Kanter walked on the court, his shoes had everybody talking.
Enes Kanter has spoken out on human rights issues in China for quite some time. And yesterday on social media, Kanter tweeted photos of the shoes he's wearing tonight, which attacked LeBron James's lifetime partnership with Nike.
What was on Kanter's feet became the biggest story of his career. His shoes called out LeBron and Nike, claiming they both supported China by choosing money over morals. Nobody had ever come at LeBron so hard or so many times. So after the matchup, of course he was asked about it.
No, I think if you know me, I don't really give too many people my energy. He's definitely not someone I will give my energy to.
But even though LeBron wasn't going to give Kanter any energy, the NBA was. Turns out, just for Kanter's custom shoes that protested against him, Nike, and China. He wasn't only traded to the Rockets and instantly cut. Since then, Kanter hasn't gotten a single contract offer from any team, and even said that he's been blackballed by the NBA. So his beef with LeBron was career ruining, which reminds me of Russell Westbrook's beef that turned his entire life into a meme. The beef between Westbrook and Patrick Beverley was born from a life-changing moment. Here, this play.
And Westbrook hobbling away. Beverley went for the steal.
Beverley just going for that steal changed Westbrook's life forever. Because not only did it force Westbrook out of the game and out of the playoffs, Beverley tore Westbrook's meniscus so badly, it required 3 surgeries to repair. This was the type of injury that takes months to heal. So the entire time that Westbrook rehabbed, all he could think about was the next time he saw Beverley, it was on site. And Beverley felt no need to show any sympathy. But that was just the beginning of the chaos. Their beef never went away. Even when Beverley got traded, he still had a target on his back when Big Daddy Westbrook came to town. And that's when Westbrook slapped him with a brand new taunt.
Right by him, just slithered around the crafty defensive player who just can't defend him.
Just look at him. Dude's out here rocking the baby at a grown-ass man. But Beverley took that personally. And later in the game, he tried to ruin Westbrook's life again. Alright, there's no way Beverley's doing that on accident. Dude's really out here trying to ruin careers by dolphin diving like a sweaty cod kid. Of course this made the two get into a debate, but after the game, Westbrook said something that made nobody look at Beverley the same.
Pat Bev trick y'all, man, like he play defense. He don't guard nobody, man, just running around doing nothing.
Now, the way Westbrook talked about Beverley didn't seem like much, but clowning another man's D can really ruin a reputation. And from that interview on, no players looked at Beverley as somebody who was more than a meme. And he even admitted that what Westbrook said began ruining his career.
You know, people looked at me differently. People around the NBA, coaches, players. After that, people were just taking the ball, just going at me. I'm like, what the f***? Like, all because of what one person said.
Now at this point, Beverley had to do something to save his reputation. And well, what better way than using Westbrook's downfall to his advantage? Because once Westbrook got traded to the Lakers, nobody was more ready to catch Westbrook slipping than Beverley. He watched Westbrook have the worst season of his career, and not only did Beverley turn Westbrook's own words against him, the next time they played each other, Beverley trolled Westbrook harder than ever. When Beverley scored a layup, he actually walked down court doing Westbrook's rock-a-baby taunt at him while staring him in the eyes. Later that quarter, Beverley got a steal on Westbrook and walked down court saying, "He's trash." Then in the fourth quarter, when Westbrook pulled out one of his signature moves, an air ball, Beverley and his teammates let the ref know just how off that shot was.
Got a timeout.
So just when you think things can't make the hate for each other any worse, the Lakers felt the right move was signing Beverley to make them teammates. So I'm excited to see how the hate for each other plays out. I mean, the only thing crazier than that is thinking you're better than the greatest player in the world. Cause Ja Morant's been humiliating the entire NBA. But what he's doing against today's players got to his head a little too much. Cause now that he's having his best season ever, out of nowhere, he called out the GOAT.
But if you could have talked to Michael Jordan, what would you have said?
I would like to, play against him.
This time you're not saying, I would have cooked her.
I would have cooked him too.
Hold up, you'd cook Jordan?
Maybe you cook for Jordan, but you aren't cooking Jordan.
Once Ja said that about Black Jesus, of course it went viral and every sports show was talking about it. But nobody agreed with Ja. Sports analysts didn't.
No way, no how would Ja Morant have cooked Michael Jordan. Nah.
NBA legends who actually played against Jordan didn't.
Mike is Mike, man. The best player ever, man, I ever played. All these kids talk a lot of shit, Ja. Hey, man, stop with that shit. You don't want them problems, bro.
Even another star in today's NBA, Zach LaVine, was willing to bet $250 million on a 1v1 between the two.
Prime Ja, prime MJ. $250 million on the line. Who you going with?
Jordan, man, he's the best all time.
But the best response to Ja came from Jordan himself. But even though Jordan literally laughed at dude, Ja just had to say one more thing to piss everybody off. He said if you put Michael Jordan in today's game, he's just another superstar. But realistically, this is a beef I don't think can ever end. Besides, John needs to spend time dubbing players of this generation so he can actually create a legacy. The only award dude has is Rookie of the Year. He needs some MVPs and championships before Grandpa Jordan even considers getting on a court and risking his legacy, because there's a lot of players in today's NBA that risk their legacies on a nightly basis. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I rank them. I got players airballing layups, forgetting how to dribble, ruining championships. Someone even made such a bad play, it put someone in the hospital. So just click the video, man. I know you will.